possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyer4us.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Fall Golf Classic is back. Monday, September 30th at Olympia Hills Golf Club. Get your slot now. $120 per person or $400 per foursome. The Fall Golf Classic, benefiting San Antonio sports, is presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chungla, sponsored in part by Jim Beam, PPL Motorhomes, Flight by Yingling, Tomalitos Mexican Restaurant. The Fall Golf Classic happening Monday, September 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for Thursday night football. KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Week 2 of the NFL. Well, it starts tonight right here on San Antonio Sports Star with an AFC East undefeated showdown between 1-0 teams as Buffalo heads to South Beach to take on the Dolphins. It all starts coming up right after extra innings at 6:30. And in college football, Texas State welcomes Arizona State into San Marcos. 6:30 kickoff in a battle of 2-0 teams.
CureSearch.org. You're not as alone as you feel.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That goal is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge. What's up, Can't stop me now.
Hello, welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. If you're listening online via our AA Best Bail Bonds audio player, or maybe you're watching via our YouTube channel. All of our shows stream live on YouTube, Twitch, at SA Sports Star. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and be sure to comment along with the show. Fred Records already asking who I got tonight in Thursday Night Football, Dolphins or Bills. And to me, if the Dolphins are going to do something with all that talent they signed, it's got to be this year. Josh Allen has no defense, less weapons. He is shouldering the entirety of the load in Buffalo. And this is Miami's year to at least make some kind of noise and potentially get a home game, not have to go on the road early in the playoffs in January. Those things are going to be very, very important for this team. And I think it starts tonight by getting a win in South Beach against the dreaded Buffalo Bills. I am even channeling my inner Mike McDaniel with my joggers and the hoodie. And I'm ready for Mike McDaniel to thrust his way into the upper echelon of coaching. I know he's right there on the cusp of it, but I think he's got a chance. A lot going on earlier today. We had Stephen Jones joining the Blitz. I want to bring you that first because when the executive vice president and COO of the Dallas Cowboys speaks, we like to listen. And he joined Jason and Joe on the Blitz talking about a multitude of things, Dak's deal and the future of the Cowboys now that him and CD are locked up, the win against Cleveland and what he saw in their upcoming game against the New Orleans Saints. Here is the Blitz with Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. And let's talk to the man of the hour, Stephen Jones, joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Stephen, last Thursday when we talked, we felt everything was close on the Dak deal. You didn't really want to talk about it. From when we talked last Thursday to Sunday with that getting done, what are those final 48 hours like in putting together a record deal like you did?
Well, there's a lot of give and take. And, certainly something that size. Everybody thinks, all of a sudden it's done. Why didn't it get done last spring? Why didn't it get done this summer, before camp, during camp? It just takes time. It takes everybody sleeping on things and letting things, resonate with you and resonate with Dak and his agents. And, there was a lot of movement at the end, and a lot of movement on our part and a lot of movement on Dak's part. Of course, he was foregoing what was probably going to be the biggest free agent to ever hit the market in terms of, a guy of Dak's stature and being a quarterback that, that usually these guys never see an open market. And he had that staring at him. And, he just decided being a Cowboy and staying in Dallas was the most important thing to him. And so there was give and take there. And, of course, we got much respect for that. And, of course, we, at the end of the day, all this is about Jerry and I and Mike and Will and, the Cowboys, being managers of our cap and dividing up the pie. So, the money was going to be spent. It's just how you allocate it.
Stephen, it's amazing to me when you get a big deal like that done with Dak Prescott. I mean, it doesn't seem like you rest at all. Then you go with Terrence Steele, you restructure his deal. Your days never end. Even do you get any time to celebrate at all a big deal like Dak's?
I will say this. It was a good relief after the game, after the Cleveland game. And to know that we had CD done and Dak done, long-term, two of the better players in this league. I will say there was a deep breath, and then to win the game, go on the road against a really good team. I mean, I think people will ultimately see that's a really good football team, and they really got a good defense in terms of their personnel. So, to win that game and know that those two contracts are finished, and Dak and CD are going to be Cowboys for the next at least 5 years, hopefully even longer. And I will say we kind of kicked our feet up and smiled and enjoyed the moment.
Well, enjoy the moment. Probably have a great dinner. When you do something like that, do you send Dak the bill? He could afford it now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting on my I heard all the players were all coming up saying, I think all the team deserves a Rolex. Hopefully I'll make the list. No, seriously, I'm just kidding. But no, he's Dak well deserved, and he's one of the best players in the league. We obviously, think the world of him, and he's going to be a great leader for this team. And I think the championships are going to come.
Stephen, when you look at that, and let's talk a little bit about the game, you talked about Cleveland's defense being so good. I tell you what, I think every Cowboy fan in the world was very impressed with your defense. What were you most impressed with in that football game?
I was. I mean, we were looking forward to see how Zim used our personnel. Every time someone comes in, and there's a lot of ways to have success. Certainly, Dan Quinn had his style. And then to bring Zim in, we knew him well, but to see how our personnel, for the most part, we kept, he's doing it with our guys to see how they would fit in his system. We were anxious to see how that would work. And, hats off. I mean, they just did an incredible job. They played great defense. And, that's what we expect out of a Mike Zimmer defense, and he delivered.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys here on the Blitz. Home opener this Sunday with the New Orleans Saints. I think they might have been the surprise team of the week with the amount of points that they scored against Carolina. Zim's defense is going to be tested again this week.
Well, anytime you line up on Sunday, you're tested. They pay their guys too, and the New Orleans Saints have great personnel. Think the world of their general manager there, Mickey Loomis. His son works for us, runs our pro department, Alex. And, they just do a great job, the Saints do. They're a great organization. They win. And it's going to be a real challenge for us. And as I said, they got great personnel. Certainly it was on display last Sunday. It's hard to score that many points in this league, and they did a great job.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys, congrats on getting the deal done with Dak Prescott. Good luck Sunday against the Saints.
Thank you.
And a little bit of breaking news as we get ready for tonight. All you fantasy football buffs, if you have Devon Achane, well, Achane will be playing tonight for the Miami Dolphins. Mostert is out, but Miami will at least have one of their massive running backs, and of course, Jeff Wilson Jr. backing him up. So make your fantasy roster changes as needed for tonight's game as the Dolphins and Bills get set to kick off here in a little over an hour. Pregame's coming up here in about 15 minutes, and stay tuned because I got some tickets to give away to go to the Toadies December 30th. As a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and do that right now? Why don't we get some people ready to go see the Toadies as they get set to play? And I love going to see the Toadies right before New Year's Eve, whether it's here or Houston with my buddy. They are playing December 30th here at the Aztec Theater. They do a triangle around Texas with Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. If you want to go see the Toadies, well, what you need to do is be caller number 5 right now at 210-656-ESPN. That is 210-656-3776. Toadies, December 30th at the Aztec Theater. Local, Texas, actually, as referred to today. Fact that I knew, but just never say out loud. Drummer. Went to school here at St. Mary's. Local aspect to it. So, caller 5, 210-656-3776. Caller number 5, your chance to go see the Toadies out at the Aztec Theater. And, of course, if you don't win your tickets, you can always get them at livenation.com. The Toadies, caller 5 right now. When we come back, is Micah Parsons turning over a new leaf? We'll discuss that. Let you hear what the guys from the Morning Huddle had to say earlier today, right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 FM.
My wife and I always loved doing everything together. Jiu-jitsu, kayaking, and intimacy was always on point. It was around my early 30s when I noticed a downward trend. Watching a lot of TV, putting on weight, and just full of self-doubt. I had tried another men's clinic with disappointing results. It's the personalized treatment I receive at Revive Men's Health that has been the complete game changer for me. I've got my energy and motivation back. I'm feeling stronger than I did in my 20s, and it made me a much better husband to my wife.
I'm Nicole Chrysler, healthcare provider at Revive Men's Health. If you are always feeling tired or moody, have a difficult time sleeping, or decreased libido, you may be suffering from low testosterone.
Book your free T-check and exam. Call Revive Men's Health San Antonio at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
If you're a man and you live in or around the San Antonio area, you need to listen to this message. Do you find yourself stressing about or even avoiding intimate moments? Do you find yourself thinking, is it going to work? Does your partner look at you and ask, is it me? Did I do something wrong? Do you get frustrated when things don't live up to their expectations? Men, you're not alone, and we have a solution. For over a decade, Mojo has delivered 100% guaranteed male performance results. Mojo truly works every single time. Guys, Mojo works when all other things fail, and its proprietary formula has helped thousands of men live their best lives again. Yeah! Mojo is 100% natural, blood pressure safe, diabetic friendly, and fast acting. And Mojo is now available in both spray and capsule formulas, exclusively at Pure Line Nutrition. Call Pure Line Nutrition in San Antonio today at 210-494-2210. That's Pure Line Nutrition, 210-494-2210. 2210.
Football season is here. Hi, Jason Minix here from the Blitz. You want to have more fun watching football this year? Play the Pick'em game at Underdog Fantasy. Over 1 million fans got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog. You can join in and win up to 325 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player stats. I know I made a lot of money last year playing at Underdog Fantasy on the Pick'em game. You too can as well. And it's easy to get signed up. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download their mobile app. Use my promo code STAR, and Underdog will give you a highly discounted pick to use on your first Pick'em entry, plus a first-time deposit offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash.
promo code STAR to claim your new customer offer of a gimme first pick and your deposit offer when you get signed up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Must be over 18, present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Did you know that 1 in 4 vehicles on the road will need a new battery this year? Don't wait till it's too late to do something about it. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performance batteries for every make and model on the road. So don't wait until your car won't start or you're stranded on the side of the road. Test your battery today or find the replacement you need at Napa locations nationwide, because it's our mission to keep you moving.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes. We have less energy and gain weight easier. There's a way to feel better, not in years or months, but sometimes in just days.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with the team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick. Morning Kick is a revolutionary new formula that combines all my favorite supplements into one daily drink.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and powerful anti-aging supplements. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, and helps manage stress.
I look and feel better than I have in years.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SAVE or text SAVE to 511-511 and claim 40% off. Roundhouseprovisions.com, code SAVE.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
Text SAVE to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Your home for the Dallas Cowboys is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Appreciate y'all rolling along with me tonight. Earlier this morning on the Morning Huddle, live from Las Vegas for the Canelo fight, by the way. Be sure to tune into them bright and early because they have Mike McCarthy bright and early tomorrow at 6:45. You don't want to miss that. So, the Morning Huddle, AJ, Rob, live from Vegas with Coach Mike McCarthy tomorrow morning, 6:45. Be sure to tune in for that. But they had a great discussion this morning because Micah Parsons stepped to the podium yesterday, and it looks like he is, at least, he's always talked about being a leader, but it seems like he is turning over that leaf into becoming a leader.
Speaking of Myles Garrett, and obviously him being such a focal point in New Orleans, not having a guy like that, Micah Parsons was talking about, he talked to Guyton after the game and said, hey, talk to him about going up against Myles Garrett. Here's what he had to say.
I said, how was it? I said, he was good. I was like, what'd you think of him? Like, because I was like, he's crazy good. He's like, yeah, bro, he's just so freaky. He's fast, strong. I was like, he can do everything. And I was like, yo, you got the two best out your way. He's like, what you? I was like, you ain't you can go against anybody. It's like, is there anybody else you worried about at this point? He's like, and he goes, Burns. I said, Bosa? Like, yeah, it's like, So I feel like it. I was like, nah, bro, it's so nice. I was like, you ain't going against a technician like that. I was like, me and Miles is like raw. I was like, Post is the most technical rusher I've seen in a while. And I was like, he's so good. I was like, you'll see. I was like, you'll see his levels to it. Like everyone's a little bit differently, but I was like, bro, you getting the good ones out the way. I said, you're in good spirits. I said, you did a good job. And I like to see that he know, like, you know, he kind of reset. He gave up the sack and he was like, whatever. But that's why I told him before. I was like, he's going to do some phenomenal things. That's just who he is. I was like, but reset, refocus. Don't let him get in your head. And, you know, I think he did a great job of doing that. So, you know, me and him continually talking. He's continually progressing. He's going to be another great player.
I mean, that's a good sign.
Oh, let me tell you.
If Micah's saying this dude's legit, I tend to believe him.
He got the handshake, man. He has been invited into the superstar club.
And he's right. If you can hold up against Micah, you can hold up against Myles Garrett. Boy, it sure makes everybody else feel a lot easier. And it's funny. I was listening to Kayvon Thibodeau of the Giants, and they asked him in the locker room about, you know, this Giants defense was supposed to be built on getting after the quarterback. Kayvon Thibodeau had zero tackles in the game. He was a no-show, just completely taken out of the game. Him and Brian Burns, really. And they asked him about it, and he said, does anybody else have a question? And, like, it just ignored the reporter, and it moved away from him. It's like, dude, the Giants are such a mess right now. Daniel Jones, he said, they said, well, what do you think about what do you think about the fans being so upset with
burning
you?
your jersey?
Well, fans are upset. They're frustrated. We're frustrated too. I just got to play better. Well, you think, Danny?
I hate that.
You think you got to play? Of course you got to play better. You suck. Like I kind of feel bad for Daniel Jones because I don't
feel bad for Daniel Jones. He's making $40 million
You know what?
this year.
You're right.
I have no pity for this guy. I'm not mad at him for getting the money. Hey, you got paid. You're not living up to it, so go home and cash your check. I mean, that's it. That is the bottom line when you're talking about.
He fooled everyone.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to you, man.
Elsewhere, you mentioned Overshown and how well he played. Micah talked about Overshown getting to Deshaun before he could.
I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna tell you, I can't. I was like, bro, you got people on Twitter think you faster than me now. I said, I can't take no more breaks. I said, them fresh legs is getting you. I said, but nah, he's so fast. He's explosive, bro. And I told him after the game how proud I was of him because, we talked me and Overshown good relationship last year, and through over this time he's kind of just kept checking in on him, and when throughout camp I was checking in, I was like, man, how you feeling? How's your knee? And to see all those talents and everything that we all saw in camp, just so happened that injury come out there like that in the first game, his confidence to the roof, man, he just got me super excited.
Yeah, you're faster than a 40, but from what I understand, the combine, y'all 10-yard splits about the same, so his burst is.
Oh yeah, he's going. There's no doubt about it. He's going. I mean, but I don't think people realize how explosive he is. Right. He's coming downhill with intent, with everything. I think he's one of the most exciting players that I've seen that no one's ever get to see. I think he's going to be an all-pro player.
Again, this is high praise, and I don't think Micah doesn't seem like the guy to throw around praise for guys who haven't earned it.
Stop right there. When he said I was proud of him.
This is a leader of the team, right?
Yes. That's the first time I've ever heard Micah talk like a leader.
Yeah.
Like, he's talking to Guyton on the other side of the ball. He's working with Overshown. I bitch about Micah's, I don't know, lack of focus sometimes, wanting to go sumo wrestle. I've made a lot of that. And I always felt like it was because he was so magnificently talented that he didn't need to work so hard. So he had he had a lot of different interests. But what will focus you is leadership. When you have to start pushing and pulling and carrying along with your job as a leader, you become a better everything if you are focused in the right way. I don't care what he did over the game. I don't care. Now I do, but what he did right then in that interview when he was talking about Guyton and he was talking about a guy who's now he's mentoring. That's the guy. You said it yesterday. Pay him now. Pay him now because this is the bond builder. He's the connector now. You got Doc on the offense that everybody looks at, but Micah's going on both sides of the ball in different rooms talking to the young stars. That's the guy you pay.
That was the Morning Huddle. Be sure to join them tomorrow morning. Mike McCarthy joins the show at 6:45 as they are live from Vegas for the Canelo fight. That's going to do it for Extra Innings today. Coming up, we have Thursday Night Football, Bills, Dolphins. Remember to call those that you love. Check on them. Make sure everything's doing all right. You never know what a simple text can do for somebody because you don't know the battles that our people are going through. So be kind to one another. We got Thursday Night Football coming up next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Howdy, Ags. Andrew Monaco, the voice of the Aggies, inviting you to watch all A&M games at the Angry Elephant at 281 and Redland Road. Owned by Chip Ingram, class of 98, the Angry Elephant is known for their liberal cocktails at conservative prices and the best hot dog in Texas. Since 2012, the Angry Elephant's been the place to watch A&M, and this year is no different. Just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Rue Pub at 281 and Redland Road. The Angry Elephant. Like your car, love your Aggies. Gig 'em.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play, like Bear Dynasty interior paint, their most